ranged poke and then a Jarvan to try to, I guess, engage, because it's not like Jarvan has great disengage options, can ult in and EQ out, but not quite the Sejuani or Trundle in a scenario like this. Regardless, very strong siege comp coming through from Griffin. KT all about the team fight. It is going to be the Tahm Kench support even after the 1 millionth nerf sent towards the Tahm Kench will not remain benched. Get the confirmation, it's just going to be a mid lane Corki for this time. I actually, given the fact that
pesky Nico off his back and is unable to do so. Tarzan's just going to move on in though. The snare doesn't land. The flash a little bit late. The Umbral Dash is there though, and Kingen is going to survive.
USS bot lane from Griffin. As that's a fast Scorpion.
Yeah, Score is booking it, but the snare is going to be good this time around. The flash in though. The Impale is going to land, and Doran, he's going to get the Pop Blossom out there. Will he have the Shape Splitter? I don't know whether he will, but I don't think it matters. The teleport comes down, flash in from Tarzan, knock-up avoided from Score, but the death is not. First Blood goes to Griffin, but now it's a hijacked Pop Blossom, and BDD answers back. Great knock-up there from King, and now is Chovy down to 200, and we are going to get Tarzan flagged and dragged out of there.
Losing lanes, and you could argue, yeah, they're confident about how strong they're going to be with certain items. That's fine. Tarzan. Yeah, in fact, Tarzan's going in for now.
Going to be able to get the knock up. It's going to be an immediate stopwatch there from Score as Pop Blossom in the backline doesn't really do anything. Tarzan puts Score in the baby cage, but he gets himself out. Ebb and Flow was very close to picking up the kill. Speaking of which, Viper!
So this was actually closer to Damper, Papa. You had Damper before.
As King has gone for the 1v1. Yeah, Doran in trouble, does land the snare as Shape Splitter comes out. The knock-up's going to land, but it's the wrong one. Kingen rolled the dice, and they did not come up the right way as Score has discovered the pesky Nico. Flashes to get over the wall.
But having that, and now KT say maybe we can pick
someone.
Score
really is the predator right now as Tarzan's flagging and dragging. He's trying to get himself out of there, and he was the target in mind. No QSS, Snowflower might just get routed here. May need to flash. He's going to put on the thick skin, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. The flash happens, but it's very, very late as the Cataclysm is now utilized. Tarzan goes down low, but he's so incredibly tanky. The auto attacks are finally in there. BDD able to do.
You need to take risks and start it up again and again and see how long it takes KT to react. Here comes Score.
Yep, teleport comes in exactly, and that ward is not spotted. Tidal Wave comes in. BDD with the Cataclysm. The Baron is taken by Griffin, but now can KT actually win the fight? Redemption comes in. Tarzan eventually falls down as Prey's doing a lot of damage, but doesn't have a lot of mana, doesn't have a lot of health. It's a double kill so far though, and now Chovy in trouble. The Devour comes in. Prey does have a blue buff, so can get some of that mana and health back. The Honey Fruit is eaten, but Griffin, 3 Barons still alive. They suffered 2 deaths, and they actually have routed KT. Their health bars are so down low as Prey now trying to take the fight into his own hands. Kingen misses the knock-up, unfortunately. And Viper, Mercurial Scimitar utilized. Mystic shot not going to land. He's hit this one before, but this time not going to be enough. Needs the help of Chovy, who dashes on over. For the knock-up, doesn't get it. Tarzan now in for the flank. Tidal Wave is in. The double knock-ups are good there as Kingen able to get the World Ender down, keeping himself alive now as Cataclysm onto 4 members is just huge from Tarzan, and the AoE damage from Griffin is too much. Prey is dead mid-Devour, and the Tahm Kench will, of course, follow. Kingen flashes to get himself out of there. True Shot Barrage just to add insult to injury, and Griffin will just
diving for that further kill. They'll take down Kingen. Lahen's going to be fine. He's going to visit the KT. Overall, and okay, we are pulling off a pretty surprise choice here. We had just assumed that the 3-way flex was dead. KT gonna try and keep it back. Now it's at the cost of a conventional jungler here, so it's gonna take a while in this game to really evaluate whether it was worth it or not. The end result, though, is this Ryze mid lane picking up priority in solo queue, picking up priority in the LPL as well, and we'll see if Corki versus Ryze can be the good matchup that I believe Doinby showed us it can be in the matchup with so much shove that even Inroads on the CSing. And speaking of Inroads, BDD is on an adventure.
Yep, Realm Warp is going to be utilized. The flash to immediately follow, gets himself the stun, and you can throw out as many Vanguard's edges as you want. You are dead, my friend.
That's what happens with a Lux. And you know what? She had everything.
Yeah, pressed her buttons, and Prey died.
Well, that was actually jungle. Doran walks up.
Yeah, they're going to be able to find it. That's another snare. A lot of damage now onto Doran, who once again throws out the ultimate, but it's answered by Score. Great Drakes for taking down a Baron, and a Mountain's going to be coming up in 15 seconds as BDD gets himself into the Realm Warp and gets himself comfortably out after dodging Tarzan's ultimate. True Shot Barrage over 2. Double Cullings coming in. As Score is going to tank up the ultimate from Doran. King and trying to CC them up, but it's the 2 kills already for Griffin, and Doran goes into his stopwatch to stop himself from dying. Score not going to be so lucky, as now the mid lane outer turret will suffer the same
And
fate.
look how much immediate gold is injected to the coffers.
Cost them the inhibitor.
They're going to go for the win.
Yeah, Binity once again is going to just get jumped on and taken down.
He wants to whack away at a minion wave, build up the rage, and then kill people. And now side lane, Cannon's going to find multiple baddies.
Yep, Slicing Maelstrom. The flash is going to come in. Permafrost, though, and there is a very dead Kenny as BDD. Realm Warp has to be utilized once again, but they immediately about face. And now BDD doesn't have the tankiness that he'd otherwise. Even Prey hit by the final spark there as Viper underneath the turret. Snowflower has to eat the Grey health. More dancing forward from Viper, and he's able to take down the Tahm Kench. They're going to give up taking this inhibitor turret because they just want to win the game. Griffin, so much damage available, and now no Tahm Kench to save anyone's life. First Nexus turret falls. Griffin not wanting to go overly aggressive as the minion wave is going to run out, and they have an inhibitor they can take on the bottom side. Still throwing out poke after poke. Griffin Viper diving forward. BDD below half. Kingin just getting poked by all of these spells flying forward. The rockets from Chovy are so dangerous. Another minion wave and a True Shot Barrage that has been dodged. A dead Nexus turret. Final spark is landed. It's Prey hit once again by one of these ultimates. Vanguard's Edge comes forward as Doran is going to try and take on King, and he's not going to be able to get the work done, but he was just buying time.